One. I really identified with the older.
This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing News. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hello, I'm Kristen.
And today we are covering the infamous Batman 156. Robin dies at dawn.
Which, according to the tagline, is a sensational two-part adventure.
And no kids, it's not Jason Todd. Another oldie but a goodie. Three, two, one. All right. Next week is the Nightwing issue, the next new issue. You said you read Titans Academy #1.
I did read Titans Academy #1, and I identified so hardcore with the older Titans who are the teachers in it. It was pretty funny.
And I'm glad Cyborg's like back with Dick and the others.
Yeah, and he gets to be with his good buddy Beast Boy.
That's right.
I know that was funny. Even Beast Boy trying to be the teacher, and how Beast Boy made the assignments, the teaching assignments. That was funny.
I know. So, what did you think of that whole Red X stuff? It's like, oh, remember when Dick was Red X?
Yeah, it seems pretty dramatic, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, I think they're trying to like tie stuff into like future state. Be like, see, it mattered. You're gonna see how they got there.
Well, right, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was mostly funny because I think and I'm older than I think. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm actually younger than these characters since Dick is 81, but he's supposed to be, I assume, in his 20s, and now we're older than him. But definitely how he was making jokes, and the students were like, "Yeah, we don't like that anymore," or whatever. Every teacher goes through that, and we're always like, "Oh, the students aren't laughing at my jokes. I feel so old." So that was funny.
So did it catch your interest enough that you'll come back for issue 2?
Yeah, I mean, I already put on my pull list because
Okay.
It's Titans and Dick's supposed to be in it. So yeah. If it's an ongoing that has Dick in it, like even if it's bad, I'll read it.
Oh, you see this like Kristen, just put Dick Grayson and everything.
I mean, let's not lie. That's how a lot of people are. But it was good. But it was good. I mean, I don't think it was as good as Nightwing.
Oh no.
But Nightwing was really good. But I thought it was funny. And like I said, it really spoke to me as a teacher because when the older Titans were, like I said, Dick making his jokes and it's like Harry Potter, and they were like, we don't really do that anymore. It's problematic. I was like, oh my God, I feel for you. And I feel so old. I know you feel so old too.
Dick jokes.
So that was funny. Although it's weird to me that they're calling them, Mr. Nightwing and Ms. Starfire. That's weird.
I mean, I guess they're trying to teach them manners. I don't know.
It's just unnecessarily awkward. I would stop that. But yeah, otherwise it was good. And like I said, I feel like if you are a teacher who reads comic books, you'll really get you'll get a lot out of it.
All right.
Although I don't know if they're gonna try to set Dick and Starfire up.
Yeah, that's weird. I hope they don't do that. What they do in comics sometimes, like if he starts to have a relationship with Barbara in his book, and then it looks like him and Starfire are dating in like Titans. It's like,
Right.
But again, at this point, DC's like, oh, all the continuities matter. It's probably a different continuity. I just hope it's just pick someone and go with it.
Right. Yeah. Because I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, I understand that there are people that like the different versions, but yeah, if it's not clear that they're different continuities, it makes him look like a total jerk.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get him with Starfire back when he was just like in the Titans books, but now it's like with him all over the place, especially in his own title. I don't know. I think the time of him and Starfire's kind of passed.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought they were excellent together in the 80s. It worked really well.
Yeah.
But again, I think what you're saying is I wish they would just have him be in one relationship at a time.
Yeah.
Be with one person. Just because he's in different books, he doesn't need to be with other people. That was one of the problems with the Outsiders book, was they were kind of having him be with Starfire in the Outsiders at the same time that he was very serious with Barbara in Nightwing, and that was weird.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I just and I don't know why they wouldn't demand more consistency, because I mean, they don't do that with Batman.
Again, continuity, and it's just like you're lucky if Batman's with anybody.
Well, right, I guess that does make it easy. Well, whatever. But otherwise, it was good. And yeah, like I said, it's not that I necessarily have a problem with his being with Starfire versus him being with Barbara. I mean, yeah, I think at this point, like you, I prefer Barbara. It makes more sense for the kind of Nightwing stories and stuff they're doing now. But I just don't want them to make him look like a jerk, like a dick.
I mean, I don't know. It just sounds weird, but like Starfire always seemed very Titan centric to me. I mean, Barbara can be all over the place, just like Dick is at this point. So I don't know. Barbara just seems like the more logical choice for him. Yeah.
No, I definitely agree. But like I said, if they wanted to go back to him in Starfire, that's fine. I just want it to be consistent. I don't want him to be two-timing people. Because I don't think that's true to the character. Also, it's annoying. We don't want our favorite characters to be jerks.
And plus,
I mean, unless you're like, oh, I like that character because he's a jerk. But that's not why people like Dick Grayson. They don't like him because he's a jerk.
And plus, like the Titans security system probably goes through Oracle too. So she's probably watching.
We like him because he's not a jerk. Anyway.
Right.
That's how it goes.
All right. So should we get to this?
All right. The sensational 2-part adventure, Robin Dies at Dawn.
Yes. Released June 5th. Yes. 1963.
Yep. There he is. There's the cover.
Yep.
Batman. He's dead. Robin is dead. He sacrificed himself for me on this alien world.
But yeah, it's on DC Universe also, kids.
Oh yeah.
Man, Kristen has some big arms because she's always picking up like these giant omnibuses and collections and stuff every week.
Right, that's the only weightlifting I do is with books. So,
hey man, all the books you own probably weigh like what, at least 5-10 pounds.
All the books I own, I would never be able to pick them all up at the same time. That's a lot. But yes, all those omnibuses. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a scale. I should weigh them sometime. I wonder if it says on Amazon. It might actually.
It might for like shipping and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up while we get started. All right. So Robin Dies at Dawn. Yes.
Yes. Writers Bill Finger, Henry Boltinoff, and Jack Schiff.
Bill Finger. So wait, Bill Finger even in the 60s? Wow. Way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, they're about to come out with a No Man's Land omnibus.
Oh, jeez. That thing's going to be huge. Is that everything?
Well, it's a No Man's Land Omnibus Volume 1.
Okay, because I was going to say you had 4 monthly Batman books, and went through Nightwing books. It went through Robin's book. It went through. Somebody else went through, but I mean, there's a ton of books there.
All right, here we go. Let me look up. Okay, Volume 8.
What? No man.
4.35 pounds. Yep.
Oh, see, almost 5 pounds.
Oh yeah, it is like a legit. It is like a legit thing. All right. Well, this one's not nearly that much. This one's maybe, I don't know, 1 pound, maybe 2.
Okay.
It's much smaller because this one is Robin the Boy Wonder, a celebration of 75 years. This book is 6 years old. Oh my God, this book is 6 years old. Ah, time flies.
I know.
Time flies. All right. So speaking of time flying, Batman is on an alien planet, and it is a weird alien planet.
Yeah, I mean, 50s, like we were saying, like 60s, they were all like we got some weird sci-fi stories. Because it was like Kevin Smith on one of his podcasts was saying, or his co-host, one of them was saying, like a lot of the rogues, like for many years had disappeared from like the Batman books, like the Riddler and Catwoman, like they probably would have been gone forever if the 66 TV show hadn't brought them back.
Yes,
I mean,
the Riddler was gone, I think, for like an actual prison sentence. Like he was gone for 30 years or something. Maybe 20 some years. But that, yeah, if you theorize the Riddler went to prison. I have a notebook of it, but it's downstairs. But I think it's the first one where the Riddler came back. It's that one where he's holding the cards on the hand. Yeah, the Riddler. Oh, left. Yeah, I'd say once you get to the Silver Age, which starts what, mid-50s?
I think so. I mean,
it's kind of fudgy. Just like with all periodization, I will not get that much into it, but I could go on forever about periodization as a historian. We fight about it all the time. But yeah, I think you don't get to the Bronze Age till like 69, 70.
Probably, yeah. Probably like when Denny comes in and like brings back like the Dark Knight. Yeah.
Well, I say that because at least in terms of the Robins, I happen to have Robin, the Bronze Age Omnibus, which is also like a 4.5 pound beast, downstairs. And that starts with a couple issues that are like 68, 69. A few that Dick kind of had, like his own tiny before when he was still in high school, before he went. But then, of course, in the 70s, he went to college, and not every issue, but a lot of the Batman issues, just because Robin was in college doesn't mean that he wasn't having stories. Batman had a story, and then there was a smaller Robin, like backup story.
Yeah.
In there. And so that's what's collected in the Bronze Age Omnibus.
Okay, I have a question for you. I want to see if you can answer this. Do you know offhand? You probably do. Do you know offhand like the very first issue where they mentioned Dick going to college?
I think it's 218 or something like that. It's that it's a 1969. It's a 1969 issue. Where he goes to college. I have it downstairs. Do you want me to go look it up?
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, I was just wondering. I was just thinking to myself. I'm like, I wonder how. Like, I didn't know exactly like how early they mentioned it. So okay.
I want to say if it's like Batman 218 or something, but there are a couple issues before that, where he goes. Where they talk about him going to college, because he and Batman kind of have these like last hurrahs. So it's right around that time. The last couple ones in 68, they're still having a group. They're still together. Yeah, this one. Oh wait, 171. The Riddler comes back. Oh no, that isn't the one with the cars. But that might be one of the first things. One of the first times that the Riddler returns. Oh, I was close. It's Batman 217.
Oh,
That he goes to college. It's the one where he says, "Seal up the Batcave forever."
okay.
Yep. December 1969. Oh yeah, because it's so funny. Because Bruce is like, same messy habits, sloppy habits, even till the end. This is Dick's messy room. Bruce finds one tennis shoe underneath the bed, and he's like, same messy habits, even to the end.
But yeah, I mean, we pretty
Yes, one bullet too many. That's what it's called. I knew it had bullet in the title. Yeah, 217.
I mean, we have this year pretty much mapped out, but maybe next year, maybe we should cover that one.
Well, I mean, it's mostly a Bruce story. Dick's just in it right at the beginning. But there are a couple.
Or maybe we should make a list of it, like every time he goes to college or so,
Let's see. Is this the one where they mention you be the detective?
Sorry, kids, I got her.
There are some where where they mention like he's getting ready to go to college.
Sorry, kids, I got us off track. I mentioned her two favorite subjects, Dick Grayson and college.
Just be glad you didn't throw kangaroos in there. Really, I'm in trouble. Oh yeah, they brought the Shakespeare bust in here. Dick's showing some sweet Shakespeare memorabilia to Daphne. I think might be Alfred's. Yeah, she's somehow related to Alfred.
All right. Well, let's get to Batman 156.
Yeah, this is your fault, Phil.
I know. That's what I said. I mentioned Dick Grayson.
All right. Batman's on a weird alien planet where even the plants are trying to kill him. It's like Australia, but to the nth degree.
Oh wait, you weren't going to start at the beginning of the issue because while Batman's away, because everyone's like, "Where's Batman?" Do you see who Robin has to fight? Dick has
where are you?
At the very beginning of the issue.
Dick
has to fight the Ant-Man.
Oh no, that's not in this. I didn't read the. Oh, sorry. I just read Robin Dies at Dawn.
Okay. I mean, I mean, on DC Universe, unless they messed up, I guess it's in this issue because it looks like Dick's like at a school dance or something, and like the Ant. Well, that's where he meets the Ant-Man. It looks like he's breaking up a robbery, but I guess the Ant-Man's really a crook. Like he had to trick some scientist. He stole some scientist's shrinking formula to like pull off these crimes.
What a dastardly person.
I thought they were saying that's what Robin was doing while Batman was, quote unquote, on this alien planet. Even though he later sees he sees Robin on this alien planet.
Oh yes.
I think towards the end he's like, "Oh hey."
Yes, you're right. While Batman is away on a top secret mission, is faced with the task of fighting crime alone. Oh God, yeah, you're right. How could I forget?
That's so funny. The Ant-Man, yes.
Batman, yes, the Boy Wonder puts aside criminal law for school lore.
That'd be so funny if like Bruce is just like, "Yes, I'm going away on a top secret mission. I can tell you nothing about it." And Dick's just like, "Say hi to Catwoman for me."
Phil, bad.
Oh my lord! But yeah, you see who helps Dick out while Batman's away? Ace.
Yeah, Ace is very prominently featured in this. He's also trying to help Bruce out.
Thank God.
Although, so we always talk about him as Ace the Bat Hound, but I think his real name is Ace, and then they just call him Bat Hound. Like Bat Hound is his code name, I guess.
Yeah, but at least, thank God, at least he's wearing that mask so no one can identify him.
That's right, because he has a white dot on his forehead.
I know.
That's what they say in Ace's origin tale.
So funny they make the dog wear a mask.
Yeah. Although, yeah, then Ace is just hanging there. No visitors allowed. Keep out.
So I guess wait, Dick's comparing Ant-Man to Batman because he's like, oh, Batman disappeared. Oh, yes, because I think at first doesn't Dick think Ant-Man is really Batman or something? Or there's some connection because he's like, first that Batman disappears, then there's an Ant-Man. Oh yeah, because he's like, I thought Batman was Ant-Man. That Batman had Professor Hansen to reduce his size temporarily to get evidence against this gang. But if Batman is Ant-Man, why would he steal those gems?
Yeah.
Because he's using his size to steal stuff like out of safes and stuff.
No, and now he's.
But then Robin catches him, and Ant-Man thinks he's fighting Robin, but he's basically just fighting your Robin puppet because Robin didn't shrink himself down.
And of course, Ant-Man is the gangster formerly known as Jumbo Carson.
Get it? A little guy named Jumbo. Get it?
Well, maybe he was big, and that's why it's so funny.
One of those ironic nicknames.
Or that's why it's so funny that he became Ant-Man, because he was giant. Yeah, you can tell this is shortly before the new look, because they look very they're gonna get jazzed up in a couple issues.
Yeah, probably in time for the TV show because we're still like 3 years away from the TV show.
Yeah, I think didn't the new look come in 64 though?
What? The new look? Oh, maybe
the new look come in 64.
I wonder if that's when they figured. I wonder if that's when they found out the TV show was coming in, when in the production or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but good heavens, a tiny man escaping through the ventilator duct.
But I just love like the professor hadn't perfected a way to bring someone back to full size, so they can't even jail Ant-Man yet until they get an antidote.
Right. Well, he'd just walk out of jail. Also, it's funny that they're robbing a school dance, because it's also funny that some guy showed up to make a donation to their school and he just has a bag filled with $20,000. This is why giant, oversized fake checks were invented, people. So you just show up so people don't come and steal your donation money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know they didn't have like electronic banking and stuff in '63 for the most part, but I'm like, did they do giant checks in '63?
I'm sure. Well, you know what? They did regular size checks, and so I don't think it takes that much work to think, oh, why don't I just make a giant version of this for funsies?
Well, maybe they got ripped off too many times. That's why they came up with giant checks.
Or they could have had a ribbon cutting or something.
Hey, Russell. Russell's watching as long as he can.
All right. Yeah, I love a tiny figure tackling that gunman.
No.
So funny.
So yes, I'm guessing they just locked the Ant-Man up in this professor's laboratory until he comes up with an antidote. Because I don't know if they ever come back to that or not.
No, but they think that the guy who's Ant-Man has been murdered.
Oh
yeah, and then this kid brings into school a tiny deer. Amazing, a tiny deer. Where did you find it?
Mm-hmm.
First the Ant-Man, then a tiny deer. Yeah, and then Dick skips out on school. Well, he goes to lunch hour. See, this is another reason also, just like, Joker and some of the other origin stories remind you of the need for OSHA. This Ant-Man story reminds you of the need for the Clean Water Act.
Oh yeah, that's what we're always talking about. Marvel Comics, DC Comics. There's no OSHA.
Yeah, they really need a souped up version. Because look at that stuff in the water. It's all crazy colors.
Oh yeah, they're just dumping stuff.
Suspect. Also, love how the guy's lab has a big sign outside that says Hansen's Research Laboratory. Like, is the guy gonna forget where his lab is?
You know, in case anyone wants to check out the top secret experiments. But yeah, so yeah, Dick has to come up with they plants a fake story in the paper about the professor has a formula. Oh wait, scientist claims he has an antidote. So that's when the Ant-Man shows up and fights the Robin puppet.
This is true. Oh yeah, you're right. Since Batman didn't tell him his secret thing, he thinks. Yeah.
Yeah, because I love the end. I wonder where Batman went.
Right. Well, because Ant-Man, yeah, he was fighting crime, but it turns out he wasn't doing it for the right reasons.
Nope.
And then he's like, oh, I'm just going to steal this stuff because you won't be needing it because now you caught these guys. What?
Oh, good lord. So, I mean, forget the toxic waste. Yeah, Ant-Man, Jumbo gets shrunk because he was right under the pipes from the lab. All the waste chemicals, which included the shrink formula, came out of that waste pipe, and that's what shrunk him down. So the professor's just dumping that into the river.
Right, that's why they ended up with a tiny deer, because the deer was like, oh, hey, water.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
And then it shrunk. Yeah, it's totally neglectful.
Half the town could have been shrunk.
Right, yeah. Where's that water going? There could be... Yes, exactly.
It's out
this
to the
professor
ocean.
is basically a supervillain as well.
Seriously, it's out to the ocean? Come on.
Right, yeah.
That's the 60s. Yeah. We get dump stuff in the ocean. Nothing bad's going to happen.
Oh. Yeah, Jumbo slipped and fell into the river. Right under the waste pipes. And the freak chemical mixture acts... Oh, they're saying that it was just the weird mixture of his stuff. He wasn't made... But still.
Yeah.
Don't be just pouring your chemicals out into a stream. This is why we have the EPA now. Dudes like this shrinking us all down. Bad.
Exactly.
Although Jumbo Wells is pretty smart to realize, though I've become small, I have prowess many times my size. Jail me for stealing, but first give me the antidote. They could just put him in like a tiny little hamster jail. He could have like a guinea pig cage or something.
Little wheel. Yeah.
All right, now it's time for Robin Dies at Dawn.
Yes, because it says one adventure is ended. One that is but a prologue to the most perplexing, most dangerous adventure yet to come, as you will see in the two-part thriller Robin Dies at Dawn.
That's right. So yeah, Batman suspiciously off, and he didn't turn into an Ant-Man.
Huh?
So what's he up to? We're about to find out.
Oh, look, yes, it looks like a giant stone idol chasing Batman and Robin, and chasing that giant stone idol, a sign that says Bob Kane.
So yeah, Batman's all like, "Oh no, I don't have my belt." Although you see in the very first panel, he does. He's like being swept away, and then boom, his utility belt vanishes the moment he is on the suspicious planet with two moons, excuse me.
Yeah, because it starts, it's like, Robin doesn't know where Batman is. Even Batman doesn't know where he's at because he's swept along by swirling lights through vast reaches of space.
And this is a very inhospitable planet where everything is trying to kill you. Batman's all tied up. It's like Poison Ivy, although Poison Ivy hasn't been invented yet. She's coming in a couple more.
No, that's the other thing about that 66 TV show. I guess they wanted the comic people to create it like another female villain for them, because since Catwoman was so popular, they invented Poison Ivy for them, and then the TV show didn't use her, so.
Yeah, they just made up all sorts of random other one-off women.
Yeah, so they just like reworked her for the comics. Yeah. I love Batman. He's like, I don't remember where I'm at. Aliens must have erased my memory.
That's right. Well,
But yeah,
it could be.
like you said,
Then Robin comes in to save the day with some weird little shovel thing.
Doesn't even. Yeah, he's not cutting the planes. Looks like he's just like smacking them with this shovel thing.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, the plants are kind of sentient. He basically smacks it in its plant face. And it's like, ah!
I know. Not the plant face.
Not in the face!
Yup, in the face. If only that plant had been wearing glasses, because you're not supposed to hit. So
they're tendrils.
He's like, but I still feel uneasy. Eyes are watching me. Eyes with human intelligence. And then Robin, look, a giant statue.
Yeah.
And he says it must be an idol that the aliens worship. I don't know where he gets that. It's just be like, it's a statue.
I mean, unless he's just like, who would build a huge giant statue like that? I don't know.
I don't know. Look around the world right now. We have lots of huge giant statues, not all of which we worship.
I know. Oh wait, hey, what's that? Russell says, that's interesting. Says my favorite Batman 66 story is that they wanted Clint Eastwood to play Two-Face, but deemed him too scary.
Two-Face or Clint Eastwood?
Probably both.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Two-Face was too scary.
That should be a story. Yeah, well, that's why maybe more than a few, they came out with that Batman 66. Remember, it was the Lost episode. It was that Two-Face comic that was like if they had a Two-Face story.
Oh yeah, well they did an animated movie with Two-Face, yeah. Because do you remember they did like two Batman 66?
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh yeah. Of course I remember. I own them both, obviously.
Oh, and do you remember who did the voice of Two-Face?
Wait, was it William Shatner?
Yes, I was gonna say it was William Shatner.
I was like, wait, yes.
I mean, that was like the time, man. That would have been awesome to have Shatner as live action Two-Face.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. Well, I think he was in the throes of Star Trek, so
oh yeah,
couldn't have gotten off. Yeah, those two overlapped. Yeah. Yeah, which actually, just thinking about that kind of blows my mind because wasn't Batman pretty much the most popular show on TV? So that means Batman was more popular than the original Star Trek.
Probably. I mean, they both got like 3 seasons, so. Well, they said Batman 6, that Batman series sold more color TVs than any other TV series.
Well, I mean, it was very colorful.
Color TVs.
All right. Okay, Stone, this statue that Batman immediately decides is an idol. Oh no, it's coming alive!
It's coming after us.
Run, Robin, run! He should have said, fly, Robin, fly. Although I don't think that was a song yet, so.
So they push like, he says, oh, this jutting branch will get us across this chasm, but it's just like, looks like he's just like pushing a tree over a little bit.
Yeah, he pretty much is, because Batman's so strong. He can just push a tree over. Boom.
And not only can this idol walk after them, it can also grin. Look at that crafty.
Yeah, look at that crafty grin. He suspects our ruse. Robin says, we're finished unless we can make him lose his temper. And so then Robin's like, come on, you big lug. Don't stop to think. Come after us.
Throwing rocks at him.
Come on, big boy. I'm still waiting for you. Which is really not very threatening. Those are like the tamest insults.
I know. Don't want to teach the kids bad fast.
Yeah, indeed. But oh no, he steps over and yes, it crumbles, but a bunch of rocks fly up into the air. And oh, Robin, watch out for that boulder!
Doesn't look like the the idol goes crashing down into the chasm. It seems like all the rocks go down with the idol except that one boulder comes flying up.
Well, because the boulder was in his hand.
True.
Yeah, but somehow, whatever. Plot device, Phil. Plot device.
Well, again, yes, very plot device because once we realize where they're at, figure out where they're at, yeah.
So, boom. He's dead.
Yeah,
Robin is dead.
Hit with a boulder and he's dead.
Robin, which will not be the first time Robin is killed by a rock. Or, I mean, it is the first time, but it will not be the last time Robin is killed by Nick is killed by a rock. Robin sacrificed himself for me. He died so I could live. Oh, Robin. Batman is super sad.
Different continuities, Russell. He can push a tree over, but he can't save little sissy Porter. Yes, I know. Lilith and I covered Venom. I know. But that's after Crisis.
Well, but look at that rock. Look at that tree. Its roots were not very stable. Probably didn't require much pushing.
And again, it's the properties of this world. We'll get there. Robin sacrificed himself for me. He died so I could live. Oh, Robin.
Right. And notice how Robin got smashed by a rock, but is not at all smashed up.
Yeah, no bruises.
He's not even bleeding. He doesn't have a bloody nose.
Not even a black and blue mark. Nothing.
No. Go figure. So he buries him. Oh, I can still feel the eyes watching you. Show yourself. Then some other creepy, I don't even know what you would call that. Let it come. I don't want to live. It's my fault Robin died. I don't want to live. Intense words. And then we realize, let it come. I don't want to live. It's my fault Robin died. I don't want to live. Some scientist at the door. He's had enough. Get him out of there.
Yes, because as this alien creature charges Batman, we see, no, he's not on an alien world. He's laying on the floor of this lab with machinery.
Wires attached to him.
Yeah.
Swiftly, a hatch opens. Figures hurry to Batman's side. What? Robin alive? Easy, Batman. Everything's under control. You're in the test chamber, remember? The test. I remember now. I didn't want you to worry. I left a letter with Gordon for you to be given to you after 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Which seems weird. Like, why didn't he? Obviously, then we couldn't have had that Ant-Man prologue.
Yeah.
All right, so why was he doing this? It's a very Twilight Zone. I think they ripped this off a Twilight Zone episode. You made a simulated flight into space in this chamber that duplicates conditions an astronaut might undergo if he found himself alone on such a space flight. Batman, by volunteering for this test, you've made a great contribution to space medicine.
Space medicine!
I know. Don't you think they would have called it like aeronautical medicine or something fancier than space medicine?
Yeah, they're dumbing it down for the kids. Remember, it's 63.
Space medicine. Yes. It gives us a gauge on the effects of an astronaut's nervous system. Your reaction will help us determine how long and what kind of strains an astronaut can endure in loneliness before his mind starts imagining things. So there we go. They were trying to break Batman. And the eyes watching him. The eyes were watching him.
I always feel like something's watching me.
Or I was thinking like the Hall & Oates song. They're watching him with their private eyes.
Oh, yes. I love Hall & Oates.
as they creepily peer in through the window. One of man's most primitive fears is loneliness. When a man is isolated too long, the mind plays him strange tricks. In your case, you imagine that you were indirectly guilty of Robin's death. Your constant concern about the boy's safety came to the surface and your hallucinations. And then this general, Doctor, you look worried. I am. Batman's a hardy specimen with an above-average mind, but even a Batman can succumb to stress and shock. I just hope there won't be any after effects. You know what that means. It means there's 100% going to be after effects.
Oh, yeah.
Because they wouldn't have said it otherwise. Robin briefs Batman on the Ant-Man case, and what do they see? Robin, do you see what I see? Gorillas escaping with money? Love it. You know what Robin should have said? Batman, don't get gay. Everyone knows gorillas don't need money.
Oh,
But that probably everybody would have been very confused by that. They would not have known, like people nowadays, that it was a throwback to Batman number 10.
Yeah,
They just would have been like, what the?
That was like 20 years before.
Exactly. They would have been like, what the F? So then they hop on up to fight gorillas.
Yeah,
Pretty hilarious.
I wonder if that's more like a TV thing, but I was gonna say it's the 60s. Dick should have been like, holy monkey business, Batman.
Well, he has said some other holy ones, but yeah, but that was just those worked.
Now let's make monkeys out of these apes.
Apes and monkeys are different things, Batman. I would expect someone with such an above average mind to know that.
Robin said, Dick said that. Now let's make monkeys out of these apes.
That's true. He also has an above average mind, but it's supposed to be a joke, obviously.
It's just a kid.
Charge into the gorilla gang.
And as they run up,
I have to say, those are pretty top-notch gorilla costumes.
I know.
Well, I mean, although they're the wrong color. Gorillas are black, but otherwise.
I know, and if they had worn black costumes, they would have blended in with the night better.
I guess maybe these were budget gorilla costumes. They didn't want to spend too much on the costumes. Then it, cut down on overhead. More profit when you steal if you don't have to pay for fancy gorilla costumes.
Shut up, my mom made these costumes.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe they're old Halloween costumes. But Batman starts hallucinating.
Yeah, because they run up this girder towards this tower, and then Batman starts hallucinating that it's the stone idol again with that giant boulder.
Robin, no! Batman, you're taking us over the edge of the roof! Ah! But he clings to the edge, and they are saved. And Robin sums it up. Wow! So
yeah, then they go back to Wayne Manor, and then Batman's like, "Oh, Alfred, Ace, it's good to see you again."
Yeah, and then 4:00 in the morning, Bruce shouts out, "Hey, and look, Dick and Bruce have now moved on to separate bedrooms. In the 40s, they had the same bedroom. Now they have their own. Bruce is tangled up in his blankets. He's dreaming about the tentacle plant. Oh, I had a nightmare. It was awful. And then, oh, so cute. Ace, truly being the hero. Bruce, I'll have Ace sleeping here tonight so you won't feel so alone. Oh, Ace is a good boy."
What?
Well, I said Ace is a good boy.
Okay. But the next night, Batman's ready to go on patrol again. Or so he thinks.
Right, we gotta go get the gorilla gang. Let's go. And there they are. This time the gorilla gang's coming out of the Gotham Trucking Company.
Yes, they cracked their vault.
They're very smart. But this time their car, which also happens to be purple, turns into that creepy purple, I don't know, monster bug thing.
That last thing that charged Batman before he woke up. But Dick jumps in and tries to grab the steering wheel.
He yanked the wheel. Gotta shove him off.
Yeah,
he got it to miss Batman.
Yep.
And it ran over some camphor flakes.
Batman's like, I blacked out again. What happened? And Dick's like, I'll tell you when we get home.
Let's face reality. While I have these mental blackouts, I can't endanger your life. I can't ever let that happen again. There's only one thing I can do. I must put away my Batman costume and retire from crime fighting. Robin, oh Batman, sob! This is an emotional high point. And then Robin's like, okay, I got an appointment with Professor Carson about my testimony in Ant-Man's trial. Bruce says, be careful.
If you run into
Robin actually has an appointment with the other doctor.
Yep. With the army doctor who later gets retconned as Dr. Hurt.
Yes. But right now he's just doctor. Generic doctor.
Yes.
All right. And then Gordon's like, hey, Batman, the Gorilla Gang has taken Robin. They learned of his appointment with Professor Carson. So Dick actually had 2 appointments. Excuse me. Gotta get him.
And they do the wrong thing. They send a note that says, Batman, we've sentenced Robin to death at dawn.
No!
We're sending him out of this world for good.
I was like, that's it. I gotta go. And Batman's on a tear. Look at him shaking that old man. You know it's real when Batman's shaking some old man like a leaf. Man's like, gosh, if I knew, I'd tell you. Honest.
I know, but time's running out. Robin's somewhere in this big city, but where?
Right. Then he remembers, hey, the getaway car spilled and ran through camphor flakes. I can't track it, but who could? Oh, Ace the Bat Hound. What?
That's right.
Ace is the true hero of this story. Ace has all the best stuff. So Ace, Bat Hound, tracks them down. They're about to cut Robin's weird balloon.
Yeah, I guess they're just gonna they're gonna float him up till he's gone out of this world.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But there's another gorilla at the door.
Well, I think
Who's
one of the 3 goes to check a noise outside. But yeah, when he comes back, Batman has taken his costume.
Sounds like footsteps. See if anybody's snooping around. Check. So he comes back. Anybody out there? Yeah, me. Batman. He KO'd Luke and got into his suit to catch us off guard. I'll fix him. Not likely, because he just threw that gorilla head at you, dude.
Mm.
Oh no, the axe. It's cutting the mooring ropes. Because the guy didn't stop. I don't know.
Well, Ace like tackles the one guy and the axe falls and cuts the rope.
Way to go, Ace. Freed, the balloon starts to rise, the ropes trailing like tentacles around Batman's shoulders. Like tentacles! Will these ropes cause Batman to black out again? Will he imagine he's in the grip of the tentacle plant?
I don't think those are tentacles.
No, they're ropes this time. But you think he has, but Batman throws the axe at the balloon, hits it. My aim was perfect. Of course it was. The gas escapes. The balloon will collapse and gently floats to the floor. And Robin says, gosh, you were like your old self. You didn't black out this time. No, you see, Robin, in my hallucination, I only imagined you died at dawn. But this was a real dawn, and you face a real death. The reality of the situation was so terrible, it shocked me right back to normal. Because that's how traumatic brain injuries work in comics. You just need something to shock you back to normal. Remember that one where Robin fell, or Dick fell helping somebody, and then he was like, I don't remember anything. Bruce found him wandering. We read it last year. Bruce found him wandering around in that parking lot. And they had the amnesia, and at the end, they just like had him fall again, and he was like, oh, snap, what's going on?
Don't you hate when you catch the amnesia?
That's how it works here too. Like, oh, he just had to snap out of it because Robin was really in trouble. Because hey, we got to wrap this up in only 1-2-part story. Let's go. So there we go. Robin dies at dawn, which is considered a major story. It got put in Robin's celebration of 75 years. Actually, it often appears in like collections of best Batman stories.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then like even modern times, Grant Morrison like retconned it to work in like his stuff. So
yeah, so that's pretty famous.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So there you go.
I know you loved it.
Yeah. I'm glad you reminded me about the Ant-Man part at the beginning. I had forgotten. That one wasn't included in the book. That was pretty good too.
You have to warn the people about the toxic waste in Gotham.
Yeah, you also need to tell that professor.
Illegal dumping practices.
Yeah, exactly. Stop dumping your stuff in the river. Please. I would expect a man of science to have a little more forethought than that.
That's that 60s science.
Yeah, for real. That's that. I don't care about the environment science.
Science.
This is why Poison Ivy should have come and attacked that dude.
All right, so should we tell the kids what's coming next week? Well,
Yeah, what's up for next week, Bill?
well, one, we'll be covering Nightwing's, what is that, 79, the new issue.
Which is that the one? No, wait. Is that the background, or was that the background for last issue? What you have?
It was the last. No, that was the last.
Oh, okay.
70. Yeah, so 70. We'll cover the new issue 79, and for a classic review, we're going to be covering Nightwing 52.
The one with Catwoman.
See, this
that one's so weird.
I know. Well, the cover of this today said Robin dies at dawn. The cover of that one next week says Batman dies. Everyone dies. So yeah, so
But they always come back in comics. Unless they're parents, then they don't.
Oh yeah. So
well,
yeah.
although Batman was a parent and he came back.
True. So yeah, new issue next week and Nightwing 52. And then in 2 weeks, those Wonder Woman issues 164 through 167 from 2001.
Yeah, so that's after Wonder Woman's been. What didn't Wonder Woman start with a new *1 in the 80s or something?
Yeah, after Crisis.
After Crisis, maybe. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's the 2001 issues. So yeah, basically everyone in Gotham's there. Batman, Nightwing, Robin.
Yeah, because until the New 52, they had never started renumbering Batman, had they?
Yeah, no. I don't think they.
Had they started renumbering Superman?
It's kind of weird because after Crisis, the book that was just called Superman became Adventures of Superman, and then they came out with the new Superman #1. But then what was it, around 2006 or something? I think they started calling it Superman again. It was really weird. But yeah, I don't think Batman never got renumbered until
Batman never got renumbered, and Detective didn't get renumbered. And did Action Comics get renumbered?
No, all three of those didn't get renumbered until New 52.
Okay.
Yeah, after Crisis, man, they just kept going with Batman. It was 400, 401, 402.
Oh no, he waited up into the 600s, didn't he?
Batman?
Yeah.
Early. No. I think it was early 700s.
I'm up on it. I'm scrolling down.
Might have been 711 or 712. Yeah, it was those last couple.
Yeah.
Dick was Batman.
713 maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was those final ones Dick is Batman.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wasn't that Black Mirror?
Well, that was Detective. That was in Detective.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was Detective.
But yeah, that was around the time Dick was Batman. So.
Oh yeah, I think 713 isn't that the one that has Batman, Robin on the cover or something?
I think so. And maybe it was Red Robin on there too, or am I thinking of a different one?
I should have kept it up. I just went away.
So yeah, plenty of good stuff coming. Batgirl issues, Power Girl issues also. So but yeah, next week we're recording on Wednesday. So send your thoughts.
Assortment.
If you see this on YouTube, send your thoughts for Nightwing 79 and Nightwing 52.
Yeah, you're right. Yep, that one. Batman, Red Robin, and Robin. Yup.
Red Robin.
Yep.
So yeah.
Are you singing the commercial?
So yeah, send your thoughts. Email us. Hey, DC and Red Robin restaurant chain should have worked out some kind of deal.
Yeah, they should have.
Nice advertising for both. So yeah, send your thoughts for everything. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Nightwing News on Facebook, Twitter. Go join our Bloodhaven Bulletin Facebook group. Find links to everything, all of our various shows, all the social medias, links to the YouTube channel where you can watch us. Links to our Patreon, Capes and Lunatics Patreon, Southgate Media Group Patreon, links to merchandise, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio. Hear those Stone Idols coming in crystal clear HD quality. And be like the Batman and Hunt a Killer. Get the escape room in a box and use the code Southgate for both of those for a discount. And for those of you who like to read, go pick up Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback, audiobook coming soon. And fans of the show, required reading, you must pick up Dick Grayson and Boy Wonder. Hey, it's a lightweight book. You won't strain your arms picking that up.
This is true.
There's a lot of good stuff, a lot of pages in there, but it's all paperback. You're not gonna.
It's portable.
The only muscle you'll work is your mind.
Oh, good one.
Thank you. And so you can get that and so much more on Amazon. And when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that crazy Stone Idol himself, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom.
Your weak sauce. Mark my words.
All right. And the Grayson Boy Wonder, which you must pick up. So yes, again, send your thoughts next week. Nightwing 79, brand new on the presses, and the Nightwing 52 with Catwoman.
Oh, you're funny, Phil.
2 weeks ago, you get everybody, the whole Bat Family, Wonder Woman. Yeah, Russell. The best Batman stories are probably from JLA. Check out that jump. But until next time, come back. Same wing time.
Same wing channel.
The Nightwing.